हेलो फ्रेंड्स। तो जैसा कि हमने कहा था, एक क्रैश कोर्स के साथ में हम आपके सामने आए हैं, एलएलबी फर्स्ट ईयर। सो पेपर 1 स्टार्ट करते हैं, क्रैश कोर्स विद सम इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। हमारा सब्जेक्ट है अभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ। इसमें सबसे फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चन जो बनता है दैट इज एक्सप्लेन द वेरियस कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया इज ए सेक्रेड डॉक्यूमेंट। अब सेक्रेड का मतलब क्या होता है? सेक्रेड का मतलब होता है बहुत ही पाक, पवित्र। सो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया को बहुत ही पवित्र पुस्तक माना गया है। इट इंक्लूड्स द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ मेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड। दिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज रिजल्ट ऑफ कंटिन्यूअस अटेम्प्ट्स, स्टडी, डिस्कशन, thinking and hard work of the drafting committee during the period of 2 year 11 month 18 days। सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन आपके लिए है, आप सर्च कीजिए और बताइए कि जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी थी उसके मेंबर कौन कौन थे और उनका हेड कौन था। इट वॉज एनफोर्स्ड ऑन 26 जनवरी 1950 थ्रू आउट द इंडिया। 26 जनवरी 1950 को हमारा संविधान लागू किया गया था और इसी वजह से हर साल 26 जनवरी को हम गणतंत्र दिवस भी मनाते हैं। द मेजर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया आर बिगेस्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। जो इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, इट इज ह्यूज, लार्ज, बहुत बड़ा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है ये। जनरली द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज स्मॉल, ओनली मेन पॉइंट्स आर मेंशन्ड इन इट एंड द रेस्ट इज लेफ्ट फॉर द इंटरप्रिटेशन। बट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया इज एन एक्सेप्शन। द फॉर्म ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ India is neither small nor too big. It contains all the necessary points in it. The original form of constitution include 22 chapters, 359 articles and 9 schedules. Later, these has been increased along with the amendments. So देखिए, अब आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं, any book containing 22 chapters, 359 articles and 9 schedules, कितना huge, कितना बड़ा होगा ये। Sir George Jennings had said, the Constitution of India is biggest and detailed constitution of the world. Critics describe it as heaven of lawyers. Second part है, हम अभी पढ़ रहे हैं major characteristics of the Constitution of India. So first characteristics क्या था? Biggest constitution. So second characteristics क्या है? It is establishment of sovereign democratic republic. The main feature of our constitution is the establishment of sovereign democratic republic. It is called sovereign because its sovereignty is vested among the people of India instead of another country. It is now completely free from outside control. The internal and external policies are determined and controlled by India itself. Democracy has been established in India. The governance is secured in the hands of its people. It fulfills the criteria of democracy. Government is for the people, by the people and of the people. Its main object is public welfare. ये second point हो गया है। Now third point is socialism and secularism. Our constitution nourishes socialism and secularism. It fulfills the dreams of Mahatma Gandhi of the structure of socialistic society. तो अब आप बोलोगे कि ठीक है, right of property और general constitutional right आप बाद में बता देना, लेकिन ये preamble क्या होता है जिसमें ये सारी चीजें आ रही हैं? तो देखो, preamble होता है किसी भी डॉक्यूमेंट, बुक या इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट रखा जाता है, बहुत ही शॉर्ट, ब्रीफ, दैट इज नोन एज preamble। और ये है हमारा preamble फॉर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया। ये इसका पूरा टेक्स्ट है, सिंगल पेज। इसमें बताया गया है कि किस तरीके से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रहने वाला है। नंदनी सुंदर वर्सेज स्टेट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़। आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज अ सेक्युलर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। इट रिकॉग्नाइजेज ऑल टाइप ऑफ रिलीजन। एवरी पर्सन हैज द फ्रीडम टू फॉलो, कंडक्ट एंड प्रीच हिज रिलीजन। It does not impose state religion on anyone. It is noteworthy that expression, socialism and secularism were not mentioned in the original format of the Constitution. It has been added by the 42nd Amendment. The fourth characteristics is origin of parliamentary governance. India is a federation of state. Constitution is federal. Federal constitution can be of two types, presidential and parliamentary. Presidential form has the president as the ultimate power, like in America, whereas in parliamentary form the actual power is in the hand of the people. It is government of the people, for the people and by the people. People representative conduct the governance in the form of cabinet. India has the parliamentary form of government. Actual power is in the hands of representative elected by the people. President is the head of the country, but it is the only for namesake. He has to do all the work on the advice of the cabinet. Now fifth characteristics is fundamental right. An important characteristics and achievement of the Constitution of India is inclusion of fundamental rights in it. These fundamental rights are like a gift and boon for the Indians who had suffered by foreign rule for years. The main object of these fundamental rights is to provide an opportunity to the citizen of India for their complete development. Part 3 of Constitution provides following fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, protection of life and personal liberty, safeguards against arbitrary arrest and detention, right against exploitation, right of freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. It is noteworthy that right of property was earlier a fundamental right, but later it has remained as a constitutional right by an amendment. Right of freedom is an important fundamental right in itself. Article 19 of Constitution lay down following freedoms: freedom of speech and expression, freedom of peaceful and unobstructing assembly, freedom to form associations and unions, freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, freedom to reside and settle in all parts of the territory of India, freedom to profession, occupation, trade or business. So ये fifth characteristics हो गया है. Sixth characteristics is fundamental duties. The original format of the Constitution was not containing fundamental duties. Fundamental rights were added, but fundamental duties were left. Later it was found to have fundamental duties to be introduced. As a result, new Part 4A, which consists of only one article, 51A, was added to the Constitution. To abide by Constitution and respect its ideal and institutions, the national flag and national anthem. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. To defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. To promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all people of India, transcending religious, linguistic and regional or sectional diversities. To practice derogatory to the dignity of women. To value and preserve the right heritage of our composite culture. To protect and improve the natural environment including forest, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creature. To develop the scientific temper, humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence. To strive towards excellence in all sphere of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rise to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. Seventh characteristics is directive principle of state. The constitutional drafters had perceived such structure of constitution which is for the welfare of humanity. The constitutional drafters wanted that state shall determine their own policies in such manner that living standards of every person are raised. Children's free education, no one is devoid of justice, owning of poverty, equal pay for equal work, economic security during old age and sickness, decentralization of power, etc. These welfare provisions are not made compulsorily and left on the availability of resources with state. It is the reason that they are called directive principle of state policy and not fundamental rights. Chapter 4 of the Constitution mention about these directive principles. Although state is not bound to implement directive principles, but it becomes the duty of a welfare state to implement them. Now there are many decisions of judiciary which provide directive principle to the position of fundamental right. Eighth characteristics: coordination of rigidity and flexibility. If it is said that the Constitution is neither strictly rigid nor stridently flexible, then it shall not be an exaggerate statement. The Constitution contains such a procedure of amendment which is neither flexible as England nor rigid as America. It provides amendment in accordance with country, time and circumstances. It is the proof that there has been only 85 amendments till 2001. Adult suffrage. As we have seen above, India has adopted parliamentary system of governance. In parliamentary system, power is vested in the hands of representative of people. People elects the representative. This power has been entrusted by the constitution of adults, that is, who have completed the age of 18 years. Article 326 of the Constitution provides for adult suffrage. It is important that there has been no discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, tribe, etc. In the suffrage, it is a specific characteristics of our Constitution. Independence of judiciary. It is an important pillar of democracy. Judiciary is the security guard of fundamental rights of people. The responsibility of protection of Constitution is also on judiciary. It is good that independence of judiciary has been given ultimate position. The independence of judiciary has been concluded as basic structure of the Constitution, with which there can be no interference. Single citizenship. Another important feature is the provision of single citizenship. Every citizen is called citizen of India. They cannot claim double citizenship like America. Decentralization of powers. India believes in decentralization of powers. The power is vested among the people, not centralized one person. Panchayati Raj system is a good example. 73rd Amendment Act 1992 had further strengthened it. So thank you. ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हो गया है. कल या कुछ टाइम के बाद सेकंड क्वेश्चन करेंगे हम इसका. थैंक यू.